Alright guys, here we are. It's October 8th. It's the youth season here in Kentucky. Early gun youth season. So good luck to all our youth hunters out there this weekend. Brett and I hunted this morning and didn't see any deer. We had a cold front move in last night and we expected to see some deer movement. We didn't see a deer this morning. But last Monday, Brett and I came in here after work and we saw the buck Cloud 9 that we're after. So we're going to go in here this evening. We got a pretty good shot, I think, of seeing him tonight. We felt the same way Monday as well, so we're just going to slip on back here. Dad's hunting behind the barn, his first hunt of the year, and then Brett and I are going to go back here and hopefully get a shot off on Cloud 9 after we seen him Monday and ran out of camera light. So fingers crossed that we can get a bloody arrow here tonight. Stick with us. It's going to be an exciting hunt here on Aaron Outdoors. Alright, we just got settled in blind here. It's 4:46 right now. We're back in what we call the turnip plot. We are on this buck called Cloud 9 that we seen last Monday. Today's Saturday, October the 8th. It's the youth season, so we got our orange on. We're sitting here. We've got all the windows shut. The wind was forecasted to be blowing back behind the blind and pulling down that little creek draw, but instead our thermals are sucking up this holler right here in front of us. But I would suspect that Cloud 9's, if he's bedded close, he's bedded probably out here to our right or up in that holler. So we're gonna sit tight here and hopefully once the sun goes behind these ridges behind us, the thermals will start dropping and stop pulling up that way, and we can have a good chance at seeing him tonight. So fingers crossed we can get it done here. Might be one of the ones that he's been hitching around the wind. Easy. he stood there for a while. Okay, ran off. And he went directly where the hay ring is. Okay. I screwed it up. It's okay. It's okay. Did your hair go all the way through? I don't think so. I seen blood. There was a lot of blood, first. We need to mark where he was at right there. There should be good blood right there if he's putting it on. Look low. It was low and bad. Maybe it got an artery or something. I don't know. Screwed it up. Dude, it's okay. What happened? Did he stab or did you take a stab? I think, but I may have rolled. I rushed it because the last time. It's okay. We'll see what happens, man. I'm gonna tell you, okay? No, just keep it going. It's cool and collected as we can. It's 5:30 now. Okay. Alright guys, well, as you just saw, we saw the buck, Cloud9. We just shot him. But I'm pretty disappointed with my shot. I rushed it and I think he either stepped or I'm just trying to say he stepped to make myself feel better and I just pulled it. But I should have just waited. We have plenty of time. But the last time, we have well over an hour till dark. But the last time he came in 20 minutes before dark and I never got a shot at him, so I rushed it. I hit him back pretty and low, so it's gonna be he didn't know what hit him really. When he ran over there about 80-90 yards and stopped in the woods and stood for a few minutes and then took off running up the hill. But I thought I saw blood on impact, but again, not anywhere near where I wanted to hit him. I was a little bit low and back, so we got plenty of time. We're not going to push him. We're going to review the video and hopefully, God willing, we'll find this buck. I'm just sick over not making an ethical shot on him, so fingers crossed we can find him later. Alright guys, it's 6 o'clock now. It's been about 25 minutes or so since we shot that buck. Of course, we reviewed the footage and it was back, but not feeling too good about it. But we're going to slip down here and go straight back the way we came, not anywhere near towards the deer went. The direction he went's the opposite direction of where we're parked at, so we're going to slip out. We have no service where we're at in this blind, so we can't tell anybody what's happening, so we're going to go get some service, and we're going to give this deer quite a bit of time. And we're going to review the footage again on a bigger screen, and then maybe make some calls, but maybe have to call in a dog. I don't know, there's going to be much blood. It's low hit. We're hoping that it got, 8, 9, 10, 11 inches of penetration on it to where it got up in there and caught some liver. We're shooting a Rage hypodermic, so it had a pretty good cutting diameter, and I didn't hit any bone where I was at. It was back and low, so we're hoping that it was quartering away just a little bit. He was taking a step, and I rushed my shot and probably pulled it, so hoping the arrow went up in his body cavity and got in some kind of vital, but it was pretty low, so we're going to get down and we'll check back with you all here shortly once we check it out a little bit longer. Just getting our stuff together, and we was about to open the door to the blind. We turned around and looked one more time at the late pointer that come out first with that Cloud9 that we just shot is down there another end of the field eating wheat out of our green plot. So Brett, we're just said that, seeing that, he's hoping that that deer settled back down. Maybe the other one didn't run out of the country. Like I said, the last time I saw him, he had stopped running and was walking again, so maybe he's up there bedded down somewhere. So we're gonna wait it out, leave as soon as the field clears, and we'll check back with you later. Alright guys, here we are next morning, October the 9th. Brett and I made a call last night to back out after I shot that deer. Well, after reviewing, we think it was low stomach and back, but he was quartered to us, or quartered away from us a little bit, so we're hoping that it may have got up in there a little bit. But anyway, we backed out, reviewed the video, and decided to make a call to Kenzie Taylor with Kentucky Canine Deer Tracking. She's gracious enough to make a drive over to meet us this morning, so we're here waiting on her right now. We're going to head up to the farm. We had a pretty good little frost, I think, in some parts of the area here, so we're going to get in. Hopefully her dog had a lot of good reviews and a lot of good things about her, so we're hoping that we can go in here and find this buck this morning. So fingers crossed we can find him. Stay with us. It's probably going to be a rodeo of a track job this morning. All right, guys, we just made it back up here to the farm. It's a little before 8 o'clock now. We're here with Kenzie Taylor with Kentucky Canine Deer Tracking and her dog, Liba. So we're going to go back here to the farm in the field where we shot that buck last night, and just kind of show Kenzie kind of what happened, and then let them take over from there. And we're just going to try to stay out of the way and not mess anything else up. So we had really cold temperatures last night. Kenzie said it was a low stomach hit, and a lot of times deer will die. We're hoping he's dead in his first bed. So we backed out immediately, hoping all things we did was right. And we're going to go in here this morning, and hopefully we'll recover the buck we call Cloud 9. So stay with us.
I'll point at it, and then as long as I keep calling out blood, follow me. But if I go a ways and I don't call anything out, just stay where you're at, because I might come back to reset.
Here we go. Up to there. I mean, there's blood all the way through it. Come all the way down it, but get her lead. Yeah, so we're on the track of him. Arrow would come out right here. Liba's on up ahead about 30 yards. Hopefully she's getting on the trail of him. I don't know if she's found any more blood or not. She sees him right up here. Oh boy. He didn't go far. Oh, see you, dude, she said. I'm sure you can give her a high five. And give the dog a kiss. Good dog. Good dog. He's like, I want to eat that. Alright guys, here he is. Buck we call Cloud 9. This would be our 6th or 7th encounter with him over the last 3 years. Passed him a couple times last year, once in full velvet and again in muzzleloader season, hoping he would get one more year, and really glad we did. It was a stressful long night last night, but we called Kenzie with Kentucky Canine Deer Tracking. She made the drive over this morning, and we had a short track job. Just didn't feel confident about the shot enough to just go in, and she said we did the right thing on this deer, and really thankful for her to make the trip over to help us recover this buck. But just a beautiful deer, pretty much 9-pointer with a crab claw right here on this right side. Beautiful buck right here in South Central Kentucky. We're going to probably get him down here, get some photos, get some better pictures of him, and check back in with you. We'll probably talk to Kenzie a little bit about tracking deer that are hit like this and some other situations. So beautiful buck right here in Kentucky. Had the cool front come in just in time for us to come in this weekend and bow hunt, and just a beautiful buck right here. We'll check back with you shortly. Alright guys, we just got the buck we call Cloud 9 drugged back out here to the food plot we shot him in last night. It was a roller coaster of emotions overnight. We decided to let this deer sit overnight. We hit him a little bit back, just a poor shot placement on my part. So we backed out, and then we went and we called Kenzie with Kentucky Canine Deer Tracking. Her and her dog Leba came down, made the trip over, and we found this buck about 200 yards from where we shot him. So he didn't go far, just a beautiful buck, lots of history with him. Had a chance to harvest him the last couple of years and passed him up in velvet last year, and then again with muzzleloader. He put on some mass, and just, you know, another year just made this deer all the more worthwhile. So extremely blessed this morning to be able to hunt these beautiful animals here in Kentucky, and we got a lot more action coming to you here this season on Aaron Outdoors in the Deer Woods. So we appreciate you watching, and extremely blessed to the Lord this morning, and we'll see you on the next one. All right guys, we're sitting here with Kenzie from Kentucky Canine Deer Tracking and her tracking dog Leba. Like I said, we called her last night. She was on a couple of recoveries and tracks last night, and after sending her the video, you know, we did the right thing and we decided to back out and go back in this morning, and she was gracious enough to make a long trip here to help us recover this deer. And Kenzie, we talked a little bit about the shot placement. Of course, I could have pulled, and the deer kind of also was moving at the same time. I hit him low and back in the stomach.
Yep. And
just kind of maybe tell people what the best thing to do is in this situation.
So on hits like that, for sure, especially on a low stomach hit, anything like that, gut shots are usually 99 to 100% fatal on deer like this. So the best thing you can do is to leave. You know, mark where he was at standing last if you find any blood, mark it, but don't ever push the deer looking too early. Usually on hits like yours, you have to give them like 8 to 12 hours. Usually they're going to bed up anywhere, but depending on the hit,
Right.
They could bed up anywhere from 600-800 yards, and usually you'll find them in their first bed, and that's where they'll be laying for you. But no, and anytime you hit back, it's not a bad thing. Just we track a lot of deer because people track too soon. So, in all honesty, you backing out last night, you did the best thing you could, and
Right.
you probably didn't even need us, but
Well,
thank you for calling us.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got to recommend you. I mean, for coming the way, the ways that you came, and just you giving us the reassurance, of us doing the right thing. And like you said, some people, they get a little bit anxious and they want to find that deer, or and they may not get a hold of you because you are out tracking late, and they think, I just got to go in myself and look for it, and they end up bumping the deer. And then you end up tracking 5 or 6 miles instead of 200 yards.
You're exactly right.
So we really appreciate you all coming in. You guys check them out on Facebook. And we really, like I said, can't thank you enough for coming in. Regardless of any kind of outcome, we appreciate it.
No problem. You did the right thing. Dead deer don't run.
That's right. Dead deer don't run. I've learned something this weekend here with this buck we call Cloud 9.